Hello, viewers. We're here again with our regular talk show, and my name is Black Shaggy. Here with me, I have two important people that would love to speak on important topics with us, Ebest and Lagman. So today we will be talking about the rampant consumption of drugs on our young youth of today. So, Lagman, why do you think the youth of today take drugs? Why do you think they consume these hard drugs?
Thank you, Mr. Presenter. To my own point of view, I would say most of the youth, as in the cause while they take drugs, is because most of them they are frustrated, probably because they are jobless, and most of them their parents they are not able to meet up with their needs, and they have been influenced. And while going out to meet friends, they have been influenced by their friends, and and they spend most of their time with their friends. So I think that's why most of the youth nowadays takes drugs.
Do you think that is the main reason why they take drugs?
Um, so like we said, because of frustration. Um, I think yeah. And again, the reason why they take drugs, some take drugs because of boldness.
How? Boldness? How?
Yeah, because some of these our celeb, they can't. Some of them can't take drugs. They can't go to stage without taking drugs. They are like bold to talk to people, address their issue. Even though some of all these staff, they can't talk to their some of all these owners of company, they can't talk to their staff because they have to take drugs, make themselves comfortable, and need to get that boldness.
Okay.
To say to
Okay, I understand your point. So what you're trying to say now is drugs actually increase boldness. It actually give you the act to be bold.
Yes.
Okay, so you are trying to say without taking drugs you can't be bold.
No. Mr. Presenter, let me portray that. Let me comment down. It's not that to give them confidence or boldness. But majority of youth nowadays, they believe in taking drugs before they can relate to people, like have that confidence to talk to people. And even the so-called leaders or owners of companies, they do take it, but in a secret way. They take it secretly.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So if I can understand what you said clearly, you say they take it for like so they can be more confident of themselves, so they can address people very well. That's I think should be one of the reasons why they take it.
exactly.
That I think should be one of the reasons why they take it. Though, don't you think they take it out of intimidation or peer group? Sometimes you see these days people get influenced by their friends. Their friends might actually come around and say, how far? Come and join me. Do this now. Then you on your own. You have a great standard. You have a great self discipline, which your parent has actually taught you about. So we then telling you, okay, do this, then you want to try it. You just take, let me try it first time, second time. So don't you think it's out of intimidation they take it?
I feel intimidation is out of reason.
Okay, so Lagman, why do you think he said if you
Yes.
intimidation is part of it? Why do you think?
Mr. Presenter, intimidation is also part of the cause of youth nowadays taking drugs.
Okay. Why?
Because they want to gain that confidence, that boldness to talk to people, even if they have been intimidated. Sorry, English.
Why?
So, like I said earlier, that youth takes drugs nowadays to gain confidence or boldness.
Okay.
When you've been intimidated by a friend or a group of people, and that's your route that you pass through every day. A teenager that is under the that mingles with friends that takes drugs, will relate with his friend. There's this set of people or group of people that they are disturbing me. Even though they want to go and meet them and fight them back, they have to be charged,
Okay.
take kind of some hard substance to to be bold to face them.
Okay.
So it's also.
I understand it quite well. So I think that brings about this regular word that the youth of nowadays are using now, oppression. That's
Yes,
oppression. This guy
oppression.
dey oppress. You know,
This guy
say,
dey
you know,
oppress me.
there's this thing about oppression nowadays. They say oppression. Okay, if someone is oppressing you, you will want to do something at least
To impress that person,
yes,
to show that you are
to
a
show
man.
that you're on point.
You get.
So that's one thing. Okay, so let me just ask you this. So don't you think parental background can also be the cause of our youth taking drugs?
Yes,
Don't
Mr.
you think so?
Presenter,
Yeah,
yes.
I feel so. Some parents, not all.
Okay.
It's just like parents leaving the home by 4. Some parents does that.
4 and
4 and come back by 11.
11.
And
12.
the times they stay at home, which is on Sunday, and they will just be in the sitting room. Their children will try to talk to them, and they'll be like, "Oh, I don't have time. I want to go and sleep. Get ready for
Yes.
tomorrow." And the next
Because
day,
the stress of the day is so
so
much. They have
nobody to
rest.
talk to
So,
the children and the rest of them.
children, you know.
So they are being influenced by people also. They will be like, my parents are not there to talk to me. So and the people they meet on their way, just all bad people. They'll be like, "Guy, how far?" Like there's this normal
Your
word
dad
they
did
do.
not listen to you.
Your
He's always
dad-
busy.
and
Take
so, yeah.
this. Take this. It's good. It's good.
And there is this
You know, you
normal
forget about the
language
problem.
they use now. I don't know where they found the guy in Kusha.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Push.
I
and
think
level.
that's
Yeah.
it's also a regular language. So who do you think derived that word? Though I've actually checked the whole and wide of everywhere. What do you think the word kush means? What does kush mean?
Kush. You know, kush to me is a foreign. Slang.
Okay, it's a foreign slang.
Yeah.
Okay, for those
So
Those
those
that
for this,
do,
those
Those that do drugs, they understand the meaning.
The meaning.
So they
Okay.
understand what you are talking
Oh,
about.
okay.
Yes, that's it.
Wow. Okay, that's fine then. So, you guys have said well. You guys have said well. The parenting intimidation and what is said that actually brings about self-discipline.
Yes.
Yeah,
Self-discipline.
yes.
Because I've also seen a scenario where a child with good upbringing
Okay.
that has his parents are
Passion.
they don't drink, they don't smoke, and it's actually the same way their children are following. So you get to a certain point in life, all of a sudden you see that the child is going wayward. He has actually derailed from the way of life the parents taught him or her.
Yeah.
So what do you think is the cause? Because those type of children, you see them drinking, you see them smoking, you see them doing all sort of things, humanizing. So why do you think that actually happened? Because there's actually something significant that happened there. What do you think is the case?
That when you say the parental bringing up also, so is another way for the parent to bring you up, and is another way also you deciding on what to do with your life. No, you can't expect your parent them following you to university or what.
Yes.
So it's your life.
You get.
They bring you up in a good way, Christianity way, or then when you get to that
At the point,
university
you
level, at the point,
you have to choose your own
if it's
lifestyle.
your life or if you want to belong or you want to live your own way, the way you be brought up.
Okay.
So you can't keep expecting them to start following to school or start monitoring you or just know the friends you follow,
okay.
the right way you are, the way you are following. Then
Let me shed more light on that.
Okay.
Let me shed more light on that. You see, parents, they are just there to guide us.
Yeah.
They are just there to guide us. It now depends on the kind of life you choose to live. Because at a certain point, you have to leave your parent. You go to university, probably you travel abroad, or just something comes up and you have to leave your parent. So in that point, at that certain point,
in time.
you know what your parents have taught you is you have it. on your head.
Yes.
Remember where
You are learning another way of life. So that depends on you to choose what your parents are teaching you from your birth, or you choose the one you're just learning.
Yes, you're just learning.
So it depends on the mindset, who you really want to be.
Exactly.
Okay, so the point of yours is just so nice. So there's this thing I hear people do now. They say there's something they call brotherhood. People like two or more people that take those drugs that we're talking about now. There's something they call brother. That's they stay for each other.
Yes.
One person cannot be in trouble, the other will run. The other will run along.
Exactly.
So they stay for each other. So do you think the drugs they take gives them that bond? Because I feel they stay for each other.
Sure,
One person cannot be in trouble and the other will let him go. They stay for each other. Do you think that the drug as a whole gives them that bond?
Yes, it gives them bond. That unity will be there. That's why we have likes of, young thugs, they're also gangsters, they do drugs. So, that bond will be there. That brotherhood, Kush give that kind of bond. Even the bond will be so tight that nobody can come in between. Nobody can be boundary. That can cause boundary in between them.
Okay.
So the drugs give them that unite spirit.
Okay. So the way is that okay? You want to say something?
Even if you go to some companies and you see their boss taking push, and you will notice the workers also take push. You will just see the
likeness.
friendship,
Okay,
the
both of them
likeness.
are
when
close.
Like they are,
You get, a situation
they are
whereby
very
you
close.
met your boss.
and your
In
boss
a-
is
in a-
taking
in a-
push,
in a-
and
in a-
also you
they
are
call it a
taking
bete.
push. Exactly.
Okay.
Not knowing that, other staff will not know that they met somewhere.
Yeah.
But the following day when they meet in the office, they will. That's
not
together.
knowing
They
they have their
met
own
somewhere.
job.
So that's kind of bonds
Okay.
gives.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the way you both are iterating on it. So you're trying to say people that take this drug have that bond more than people that don't take it.
Yes,
Oh,
they have the bond. I'm not saying people that don't take it don't have the bond, but in any country, I believe the population of the youth is more higher.
yes, it's more higher than the old people.
the-
It's more than the
So, we have more youth in the society. So, I'm not saying people that are not taking drugs, they don't have bond or they are not united.
Okay.
But those who are taking the drugs, they have this brotherhood bond. So,
So look, after listening to what you both have actually said, the insecurity in the country right now, the criminal rate in the country right now, it has actually increased.
yes.
Yeah.
And according to the reports at the station and everywhere, it is noted that almost all the youths involved in it are on drugs. So you're trying to say drugs actually bind them together. So I would just say it's binding them together to do evil. Because the country as a whole now has a lot of shortages in good things happening. You all know that. So I believe this drug taking, it's actually binding them for evil.
Yes.
That's what I believe.
You are right.
That's what I believe.
You are right.
Drug taking actually bind them for evil.
evil.
Looking at the robbery cases, looking at the rape cases in Nigeria right now, because that is actually the most rampant
That's
case
case.
right now.
That's true. That's true. Yes, actually, I'm not saying it binds them together to do good. I'm just talking about bond. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about giving them good bond or bad bond.
Okay.
I'm
Yes.
just talking
Yeah.
about bond.
Yes. I understand.
So
I
now
understand.
let me emphasize on that. It actually keeps them together, give them the bond to do evil. Let me put it that way. Because a normal thinking person, you not see a young girl of 13, 14, and
Or even above. Because
and
rape alone is an offense.
exactly
It's a criminal offense.
you get. So I would say it bonds them to do bad.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so I understand the question. So I will just ask this last question before we wrap up the show. How do you think we can control this drug taking? How do you think we can control it as the government, for the government as a whole, and for our individual self? How do you think we can control it? E-best.
Yeah, I think we can control it. Self-discipline.
Self-discipline.
Yeah.
How do you mean self-discipline?
He said people that take drugs, they are bound or bond. Okay, what I'm asking this question. What of sorry, in a Christian religion, I don't know.
Okay. I think that question should be directed. It should be directed here.
Yeah, to the
because
presenter.
because actually religiously we are binded. The Christians, the Muslims, the traditional
But
worshippers,
mind you,
we
Mr.
are,
Presenter, we have people in the church that do bad as well.
but
not
we
all,
are,
but not majority.
Not all.
But on the street, the drugs bounded together to do evil. And what can we do to stop it? It's just simple.
okay.
I said something about mindset.
All
It's
right.
all about mindset. Is this thing, we all know the good from bad.
Yes, we at least we are both age.
And I believe no heart. Even you are under the influence of drug or alcohol, definitely that thing must have been in you. You have that thing in mind to do before you take that drug or take the substance.
Okay, so if I can understand
So-
it quite well, mindset
Mindsets.
that
It's about mindsets.
Okay.
Who you really are.
Okay. So let's just iterate a bit for the mindset stuff you just talked about now. So looking at the mindset, you said because actually mindset, if you actually have the mindset to do something, you will definitely do it. But looking at the drug as a whole, the drug, like what you said earlier when we started, the drug as a whole give you that confidence to do it. But I will still chip in something, discipline.
Yes.
If you have a mindset and you have discipline, without the drug you can actually do it.
Do it. Exactly.
You will do it very well and perfectly. People will love it so well.
Exactly.
Because another thing, if you have that mindset, you don't have discipline, you won't be able to do it. You'll be like,
Yes.
small thing, because the storm will come to blow you away. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
So,
Yeah, okay.
as concerning the mindset, it's not necessarily. It does not necessarily mean you have to take drug to
Before
make
you
your
can
mindset work.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
So for that, I feel self-discipline. You need to have.
As in,
You need to have that mindset.
The mindset. See, when you are self-disciplined, your mindset will be for good.
Yeah, that's it.
You will all know bad from good.
Yes.
You don't. Have you ever been in a situation where you want to do something bad? Probably when we are young, maybe you hate it. Your mother served a food, everybody have eaten already, and you went to the pot and something will be telling you it's not good, it's bad, but you want to eat. You want to eat again.
You already have that mindset.
Mindset.
That man will take small.
You get.
Yes.
So we all know bad from good. So now that's when mindset comes to play. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
And it's self-discipline.
Okay.
So that's something will tell you when you want to do bad, something will tell you this thing is bad. You will know it's bad. But just because you are eager to do, you want to do it, and you know it's bad. And something will still keep telling you this thing is what you're doing is bad. Are you getting me?
Yes.
And when you want to do good, so it depends on individual, the mindset. Who you really
Okay. So now we've talked about drugs and crime. So I'll ask you this: is it advisable to do drugs?
Yeah, I will say no. I will say no. because it has a side effect. You know, it damages brains, and you know, when you are used to it, at times when you are not on drugs, you won't be able to do some certain things which you are meant to do at a particular point in time. So it's not good for the health. That's why it's bad. It's not good. It's not advisable to do drugs.
Okay. So e-best.
I agree with him. It's not advisable.
Okay, I want to ask you this, e-best. Looking at people, looking at people that have taken drugs as something very tangible to them, as something very tangible. There are some people that take drugs and they don't feel comfortable if they don't take it.
Yeah.
You see them uncomfortable, doing some kind of itching and everything. So I will ask you: is it people that are like that? Is it advisable for them to keep taking it, or how can they control it?
Those people, I don't. It's not advisable for them to keep on doing it, but like some, they find it very difficult to stop because they be taking it steady back to back.
Yes.
And they are addicted to it. So, you know, all these people that do take drugs though, is they feel they know it's not good, but it's the way to stop it that is very difficult. They can't stop it because like he said, they will try stopping it, but once it enters them, they won't feel comfortable. Until they will know the only solution is just to take the drugs, and once they take the drug, they are calm. So it's very difficult for them to stop it.
Okay, so in general, what do you think is what do you think people that abuse drugs, because these drugs we're actually talking about, they are meant to treat people.
Yes.
Exactly.
They are meant to they have one or two things they cure.
Exactly.
Looking at the codeine that is for cough, looking at some of these drugs, they contain a bit of cocaine and everything.
Yeah.
But people that are actually abusing it and taking it to at least to cure one or two things, at least to make them eye on point. That's the word, to make them eye on point.
Yeah.
So what do you think they can actually do? What can they do to stop this? How can they eradicate it?
Actually, I would say what they can do to eradicate it is, you know, when you're doing something that you enjoy doing, you should have an alternative as well. Something that you can be doing. Probably at that time, that thing, like he said, that people that they are used to it, they are addicted to it. If they don't take it, they will start itching body, start having kind of strange feelings and stuff like that. So why can't you just, well, probably you like drinking. Let me just use that as an example. Okay. You like drinking alcohol, drinking alcohol. At that time that you feel like taking alcohol, and you know that it's not good for your health, why can't you go for water? This water is life. So why can't you go for water? So would you, like I said earlier, the mindset. So why taking the water? Just assume you are taking the alcohol. So with time you get over it. So right.
That actually sounds easy, because not everyone will look
It's not easy. It won't be easy initially.
Not everyone will look into it, because you mentioned one drug that are meant for cough and this. So the reason why it is called drugs abuse is too much of taking it.
Yes.
And too much of everything is bad.
Too much of everything is bad. Too much of drinking is not bad though. Not a sin, but too much of drinking is
also bad. I'm not
too
saying
much, not even
I'm just
drugs.
As an example.
Not only drugs, not only drink. Too much of everything.
Okay.
It's very bad.
Okay. Now we've passed that subtopic though. Now what I'm asking that how can they stop it? What's the solution to stop it?
Okay.
What's the solution?
The solution to stop it, probably just discipline yourself. Maybe you are taking like cigar also or drugs. Maybe you are taking like a day you do consume, you consume like 1 pack of cigar a day, you just consume them. Then you just try to discipline yourself. Maybe a day you can just try to reduce it.
Okay.
definitely it won't be that very easy.
Yeah, it won't
It won't be easy. But just caution yourself, reduce it. Then you at first you reduce it to 5, then 3, 2, 1. Just know say you dey smoke like 1 in a day. Before you know it, you go know say guy that vibe to smoke again no dey again. And not only that, you need to start creating the friends you make, because if you keep on with the other with the smoking type friend, it won't be very easy.
Exactly.
And you can't stop it with those friends. It's just like say you no know book now, you dey write exam, you no know anything, and people wey you dey follow na all those people wey dey go bush time for class, they go bush go smoke. Ogbeni you no book, or you start to dey meet people wey dey serious with their book. If you start following them, not you one go just guy how many book you don read today? I don read like 3 books. You go come dey like, they go come ask you how many book you don. You go shame, you never read anyone. You go come dey like, Ogbeni this ones wey dey read book, Ogbeni one day you no get how you go carry book, may I read this book o. Go dey difficult to read at first. Second time it's just very easy teaching you how to smoke. It's the same thing.
Okay.
First time you learn how to read book at first. Second time, the third time guy you go dey flow, you go flow with other people. I don match this book today, you too I don match the book. You know, topic brings out.
Okay.
So just try to caution yourself and
Okay, okay. That's a very nice point. I love the point you actually gave, because you can't say you want to start smoking. You can't say you want to start smoking 5-6 late and
sure. In a start, you have to start with 1.
They start
then
with
before
1.
you start increasing it to 10 packs, so depending on the amount.
Yeah, so when you now want to stop,
you have to
use that formula as well to
use it back.
That's a very
And again, you have to back it in prayer. Back it up with prayer. That's the major thing. Back it up with prayer.
That's a nice point, and that's a good point.
Yeah.
I hope people that are in this very situation out there can listen to this and follow the same procedure. I'm sure it will go well for them. So another way I feel they can stop it. The very solution they can do to this is to have this inculcating coping skills, coping with people. Have someone you can talk to. Have this particular person you can trust. Hello, this is what I'm going through. This is what I'm.
Good friend.
Yeah, and good. That's part of it. Having someone that this is what I'm going through. This is what's happening to me. Then the person will call you. That's someone that you know that is very that is having this kind of positive mindset.
Yeah.
That you know that the person that
somebody you can confide in.
Yeah, someone that you
Exactly.
can confide in. Yes, thank you for that word. You can just this is what I'm going through. This is that. Then the person will call you and okay, this is what you should do. This is what you should do. Okay, because actually, like what you said earlier when we started, you said frustration causes it.
Exactly.
When you are frustrated and you don't want to do something nasty, once you talk to someone, the person will be like, okay, this is what you should do. This is what you should do. Then give it a try.
Somebody that can advise you right.
Yeah, someone that can advise. Someone that can advise you.
Advice.
Yes, then once you eat to the advice, you are good to go.
You
You
are
are
good to
stopping
go.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
You are stopping it. You also and just watch the kind of friends you keep.
That is the major.
That's the major thing. Even if you are the kind.
A pastor can be following people that draw this drug addict. Before you know, just check their life about, let me say, 3-4 months they started smoking.
Yes.
Very
that's-
well.
So,
People are
it's
using
just as
influence.
it's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
it's just there's this Yoruba adage that says àgùntàn tó bá bájá rìn
Yeah.
ó di dandan kó jẹ̀gbẹ́.
Exactly.
That's any sheep that follows a dog must have to eat the poop.
Sure.
Exactly.
So it depends on the kind of friends you
When
keep.
you
You mingle with good friends,
Good friend,
that are so that
that
have
can impact
yes,
your
that can
life
impart
positively.
yes, that can impart positive things to
Yes,
your
your
life.
life.
Friends that can this guy, this is Isaac Newton. I have to do more than what he did. I have to
Sure.
read. I have to make sure I do 1 or 2 things right. I have to make sure you have a family. You have a family to look after. You have responsibilities.
Definitely.
But you saying you want to take those drugs and everything, and it will all damage your mindset.
Exactly.
While you're growing, before you actually started, you have this mindset. this is what I want to do in life. When I get to this particular stage, I'll make sure. I know say you go hard me, but now just do one or two things.
Yeah.
At that point, okay, you are following the same line. Once you start smoking, everything will go.
Everything.
You will start thinking, man, just carry this, man, just sounds be fine. You start thinking of carrying motor, this just
Start imagining what you know you can't.
So that's just it. Just try to keep the kind of
Know the
kind of friends, know the kinds
No,
of friends
that's
you keep.
the best.
Talk to someone. And another thing I feel is you should back it up with prayer.
Prayer.
Because there's nothing you can actually do in this world
Without
without
putting
prayer,
it to prayer.
without putting it to
Without
prayer. Because there's this thing that you want to try to stop. You want to try to stop smoking. You want to try to stop drinking. It's in your mindset,
It's in your mindset.
and you have that discipline. You are trying, you are striving hard to do it. Because in life nowadays, there are so many people want to be successful. You are walking along the line, but so many things will come to distract you.
To
Exactly.
bring it down.
So many things will come to break you down, but let me just do some small. I'll maybe later in the year I'll continue.
And
That small you did is for life.
As in, if you know, stop am.
It's for life.
That's it.
So that's you just backing up prayer, Lord, this is what I want for myself. Help me, O Lord. And you help yourself. If you are if you are smoking, you try to man, don't let me take this for a day. If you have actually reduced it, you're the kind of person that is taking 10, you reduce it back to 1, and that one self, and you know, say
It's difficult for you to.
It's difficult.
Even though that your friends, the friends you mingle with, they will notice it.
they will
And
observe,
they'll be like,
they will call you.
No, one day now they feel just Alpha no go smoke.
And again,
you'll be
they will
like,
mock
you'll be
you.
like, guy Alpha no
Just your
smoke.
friend.
They will
can
try to
mock you.
reduce.
What's
you
it?
reduce.
When you are trying to stop,
They'll show-
They'll start, exactly, and they'll try to reduce the
That's
friendship
your-
they have with you.
Yeah.
then that's it.
Exactly.
That this thing I want to stop it,
Yes.
and you make sure you stop it. Easy.
Exactly.
Yeah, once you stop it.
Before you know it, they've separated from you.
Yes, okay.
That's
So
it.
Just-
thank you very much thank you very much for this
You're welcome.
you just said. So now to the viewers, I hope you all see this and learn from this. It is not advisable to do drugs. These drugs out there are meant to cure a lot of things. They are meant to cure you for all your health problems. Do not abuse them. And if you are abusing them, try to stop them. Listen to one or two of these measures we just said now and try to make use of them. Attend seminars, attend forums that can help you, and watch the kind of friends you keep. The more you do this every day, the more you stop. It is very easy. Thank you very much, all of you. And I remain the host, Black Shaggy. I hope you watch this and learn from it so well. Thank you very much, and see you in the next talk show. Thank you. Goodbye.